Hello. Today, I will discuss one of the most influential social reformers in American history, Susan B. Anthony. She was an influential leader in the fight for women's rights and equality, and her work helped shape the freedoms many Americans enjoy today. Even though she did not live to see the results of her effort, her determination shows how one person's voice can help change a nation. Susan B. Anthony was born February 15th, 1820 in Adams, Massachusetts. She grew up in a Quaker family, which she believed strongly in equality and fairness to all people. Her family's involvement in abolitionism and other reformed movements exposed her to activism at a very early age. These early experiences revealed to her in the inequalities and in society and motivated her to work towards the change. Anthony began her career as a teacher, where she noticed that some women were paid way far less than the men for doing the same work. She became active in the temperance movement, but she was denied the right to speak publicly because she was a woman. This realization led her to understand that women could not improve society without gaining the political power. She met Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and together they formed one of the most essential partnerships in American reform. Stanton wrote speeches and strategies, and Anthony traveled the country to deliver their messages and organize supporters. This led to the publication of the Revolution in 1868. In 1869, Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton founded the National Woman Suffrage Association, or NWSA. Later, she became the president of the National Woman Suffrage Association from 1892 to 1900. Anthony became known for her courage and persistence. She traveled across the United States, sometimes giving over 100 speeches a year. She argued that women deserve the same legal and political rights as men, including the right to vote, to own property, earn fair wages, and participate fully in society. She believed that democracy was incomplete if women were excluded from it. One of the most famous moments in Anthony's life occurred in 1872 when she cast her vote in the presidential election, despite it being illegal for women to do so according to the 14th Amendment. She was arrested and put on trial. Even though the judge refused to let her testify, she was found guilty and fined. However, she refused to pay that fine. Her bold actions drew national attention to the injustice of denying women to vote and energized the suffrage movement. In her later years, Anthony continued to lead the movement. She helped organize women's rights conventions, she met with American presidents, and she worked to unite various women's groups into a more powerful organization. Even as she grew older, she continued to travel, to speak, and to encourage young activists. She died in 1906 at the age of 86 in Rochester, New York. Her final words were, "Failure is impossible." Although Susan B. Anthony did not live long to see women gain the right to vote, her work directly contributed to the passages of the 19th Amendment in 1920, which is often referred to as the Susan B. Anthony Amendment. Her legacy lives in schools, organizations, and awards that bear her name, as well as the rights for women have today. She remains a symbol of courage, equality, and perseverance. A coin later on in her honor was created in 1972. Susan B. Anthony spent her life fighting for justice and equality. Her determination and leadership transformed American society, helped to secure the rights that many now enjoy today. Her story reminds us that progress may take time, but when people stand up for what is fair, lasting change is impossible. And just a reminder, her last words were, "Failure is impossible." Thank you.